Hello everybody to a new video on my channel. This video I'm going to show you more Devserver footage. And this video has the main part of showing off the new German camouflage for German tier 5 post-war tanks. The Bundeswehr camo, it's the cargo camouflage. Every German tier 5 post-war tank got this. You have to buy it for 200 golden eagles. I did it for the Leopard 1 to show it off. Then I'm going to show you some interesting features for tier 5 tanks and tanks in general. And at the end of the video I'm going to show off the new tank map, the Sinai Map. In the two variations we get one variation in the western part of the map, it's an open desert, and the east part of the map is more cramped and in some kind of valley. But now, here, you had already a good chance to look at the new camouflage. Three colors, green, brown and black. And well, it's a good looking camo, right? So, the next feature I'm going to show you is that every non-ATGM tier 5 tank got the ATGM zoom. When you just look at the T95 here, imagine this with a little bit less zoom was the old zoom of tier 5 tanks. Now when you go into the gun sight, it's much further zoomed in, and this negates one of the big advantages the ATGM vehicles had in the game before. Now every vehicle at tier 5 has the same zoom level. This means that tanks with normal guns have more advantages over ATGM vehicles, and the only advantage of the ATGM now is that you have a rather high first hit probability, but you can achieve a similar first hit probability with gun tanks. Like I will show you now with my Leopard 1. They implemented a second feature I'm also going to show you. This feature is pretty old, it's a range finding feature. When you have the rangefinder module unlocked, you can measure up to 2000 meter range. And now I measured just the range to the T95. Now I'll show you this one here. A similar one feature was added before. It's a few patches now in the game, but in the old version the vertical line is moving. In this version the vertical line stays still and the gun adjusts to the range. This helps a little bit more with aiming in general, and I like this version a lot more. So I've set up 700 meters now in the gun sight. You can see here my line is crossing, this is about the 700 meter point, and now I take a shot at this T95. You see, my shot just went a little bit low, but I got a hit on the target pretty easily. Okay, let's take a new target. This IS-4 back there. This is pretty far away, the IS-4. Measure the range. Over 800 meters. Probably the rangefinder is not working properly. Oh, I estimated the range correctly. A little over 1200 meters. If the rangefinder would have worked, I would have gotten the range and would have set it up. So, pretty nice feature. Combine this with the rangefinder of the Level 1, and you get a really high first hit probability. versus non-moving targets. Versus stationary targets, it's a little bit versus moving targets, it's a little bit harder, but still really helpful. The next feature, they added new sounds to tanks. Track sounds. The tracks are squeaking and making high-pitched noises when they move over heavier obstacles. Listen to this. Did you hear it? Wait a second. Okay. Yeah, I like these sounds. They add a lot of immersion to the game. And well, I like them. So now I'm going to set up a training room and drive a little bit around on the new map in the different modes. Okay, welcome back. Now we are on the battle mode in the map Sinai. I start at the 1000 south spawn and move along this road to the north, and then I'm going to show you the desert in the west. After I did this, I'm going to switch maps and show you the area that I can look at. Right there. There's more. This map is one of the biggest maps in Warthunder. It's really huge. Let's look at it. The tank I'm driving, T-5451, I took it because it fits the map. Yeah, destroy T-54s, destroy Centurions. This map plays in the time of the 70s. So, 6-Day War, Yom Kippur War, stuff like this was fought in this area. Israel versus Egypt. Egypt used T-54s, Israel used Centurions and stuff like this. M60s and yeah. Moving along the north, we enter now a city or a town, heavily bombarded, a lot of destroyed buildings. Well, typical Warthunder desert city. All of the buildings are destructible. I'm not sure about this one here. Let's set an artillery strike on it and see what happens. Load the HE rounds because HE is most effective versus buildings. And no, it does not seem like this building is destructible. Okay, one indestructible. Yeah, one indestructible building, but all the others are mostly big down. See, even the bigger ones. So this is what I really like about the desert maps. The same high destructibility of the map itself. So, moving along the road to the city. The city extends in this direction. And overall, I like this map. You can have really nice sniping fights along the road. It's really open. You can get close combat in the city. What you prefer. This one is a pretty open ground in the city itself. So sniper fights in between this building area and this building area, I would guess. We will obviously see more when the map goes out, when the patch drops. There are more tank wreckage. Bang! Let's load the AP rounds again. I set up planes as bots because they can't cap zones. So, yeah. In the background you still hear the tracks, the new track sounds. And, well, we had a pretty hard battle here, I guess. A lot of destroyed tanks. There is even more. This area is the spawn zone of the northern team here. They spawn in north of the city, or this town, and have to choose going south. Yes, this direction is A. A and B points are covered from 3 directions with stones. This guy just crashed. Yeah. Okay, now I'm going to show you the big desert area. And the area that is in the 6-7 line here, I can show it to you in the next game mode, because the map extends about to this area. That's why I'm not covering it right now, because the desert is a little bit more important. The desert is a really open space, but I don't think that you are able to spawn snipe even from the spawn zones, so big advantage there. Now I'm moving up to the spawn point of the northern team, and then I turn around and go south and go to the desert south spawn. This map type is, again, as I said in my speculations video, completely new. We don't have any maps like this in War Thunder. Any desert maps. This map is extremely open. Here's the spawn zone, by the way. It's extremely open, still features quite a lot of cover. You are going to see this even at the flat desert part. And that's why I really like this map. I had before, I have this recorded, but it didn't record my voice. I messed up the microphone. A battle with a friend on this map, Centurion Mark 10 versus T62. I played the T62 and it was just fun. Sniper battles on this map. So, okay, here I set me up for a little bit on this dune right in front of me. Just look around across the desert. Tanks with good gun depression have a really nice time here. They can use these ridge lines and defend areas of the map pretty easily. And the Russian tanks have to go that far up. Yeah. So, okay, again, you are not really able to spawn snipe because hills are in the way. Still, when the enemy moves far out of the spawn, you can shoot at them.
We need to put more pressure on the enemy. They're winning.
I don't care that they're winning, I'm showing them off the map. Yeah, again, widely open. Still enough ditches in the ground that you can hide your tank and wait for the enemy. Go hold down, even in Russian tanks. And snipe. For everybody who likes to snipe, go to the desert area. Or try to snipe on the road. Yeah, this also works pretty well. After this video, I might do a little wrap up of the whole patch. Just to give you guys my impressions and what I think of this patch, what could have been done better. Perhaps it gets changed before the patch drops. Who knows? And just a general impression of me. Little hint. I'm positively impressed by this patch. Seriously, it's a great patch. But more information on the next video. So now I'm halfway through the desert area. You see it's widely open. I like it. It's not super open like flat fields, but it still features a lot of cover that you can use with your tanks. I'm looking forward for events on this map. We are most likely going to see events playing on this map. We once had one, T-54 versus Centurion. It was super fun. I unlocked quite a few camouflages for my Centurion Mark 10. Oh, come up this hill. So, now we are approaching the south spawn still. The map is also a little bit symmetrical from south to north. So, I would say it's fair for both sides. Some maps are not super fair, like Eastern Europe in the domination mode. I think domination is 1 cap. The team that spawns in the south has a massive advantage, so they are usually going to win. So, getting to the south desert spawn. So, let's talk about what vehicles will be good at this map. First of all, ATGMs. This is a pretty good map for ATGM vehicles. You are able to utilize the ridge lines and fire the missiles at enemy tanks. Secondly, overall, every tank that has precise guns, German tanks, stuff like this. British tanks also have rather accurate guns. Well, tanks with good gun depression. You want you want to have a good gun depression to use these ridge lines and endurance as your advantage. When you don't have good gun depression, well, you have to show most of the tank, and that's not good. Overall, I like this map. It's totally plays into my playstyle. And now I'm going to show you the path that goes to the east. It is now cut out of the map, but gets usable in the other game modes. I think the cut out part is the arcade map. This is more the realistic and simulator like map, and well, I'm the RB and SB driver, so I like this bigger part more, but it's people's opinion what they like more. This is the smaller version of Sinai in the domination mode, and I'm going to show it to you. I'm taking the route over C, drive into the enemy spawn, go to B, go to the other spawn of us, and then to A. Again in my T-54 because it fits to the map. So, what differs to this version of the version you get in this direction? Well, this here is much smaller and looks more like typical Warthunder arcade map, I would say. Three cap points. 3, I would say, lanes where you can go. Some yanking road around here. Overall, decently good map design, I would say. I have to play it to get a better idea of the map itself. Let's drive over those barrels. Barrels! Oh, the legs. Yeah, I'm uploading right now. I have a pretty high ping, that's why. Around here there's a way to get around. I quickly make a path into this area. Here you can see the other map. Lots of different extra tanks, stuff like this. And we can also flank around here when the own team is not able to capture the zone. You can try to flank and get some easy kills. Hey, am I able to get up here? Just test it out. Probably with other tanks. The T-54 is not a really good climber, but tanks like the M47 can climb such stuff, probably. This then is the spawn area, or the south team. Wow, you can actually, this is nice, you can actually see the enemy after from here. Okay, why not? So here, behind these rocks is the enemy spawn. All the outer places of the maps are connected with roads. and these roads go out to the other map zone. When I'm done showing you off this part of the map, I'm going to do a flyby in my MiG-17 over the whole map, so you can also see the aircraft gameplay on it. So, yeah, B area. It's more storage or oil pumping station. Makes even sense as objective for such a map, because, well, you want the oil. Oily textures. Round. Oh no, these are shadows. Sorry. This one is burning. Tents. Jeeps. I'm going to drop in here, because nobody can recap the zones. So now I'm going to go to the north, to the northern east point of the north. 1 point. On the way there, I'm going to show you some nice positions where you can go down with some of the tanks. Here, these sandbag placements. We just stop for a second, or where the guns are standing in. The T-54 is not really able to utilize these positions because it's too low. Damn Russian tanks, why can't they? The nice stuff. This is something I find really... Oh, goddammit. I find really odd is that... Why the fuck are 88mm guns here? These are the 70s. And the 40s. Oh, I did not know that you can destroy them. Something I just found out. Okay, here's the other spawn. We have these rocks again. Pretty good protected, so you have to drive directly into the spawn when you try to spawn camp. So no real spawn sniping. I like this. So let's go to the A point. We saw the C and the B point, now the A point. The A point is the point that nobody likes because it's so far out. But it could be a really important point for a win. So we will see. The A point is in a small city or town. Again, it's a typical desert town. You know it from the maps like Tunisia or El Alamein. All the smaller buildings are destructible. The only indestructible building is this one here. Then we have again heavy guns, 88s in the spawn area. Again, they don't really make sense, so yeah. They still look cool. Why the fuck is a Kugel guy? Yeah. Also, doesn't make any sense. Ah, did the Israelis or Egypts use Kugel bombs? I don't know. Okay, well, this is the airport. And now I drive to the other spawn of the enemy team. Here's a little town. It's so far out, you don't really, I'm not going to realize it. Perhaps the enemy is going to be in there for a sniping position. I think they can snipe from there. I'm not going to drive there because it would take a little too long. Here's another town in the area of the enemy spawn. Again, the spawn is also pretty good covered, so no direct spawn shooting. You have again to be directly in the spawn with a chance. Okay, overall, this version of the map could be nice. It's the typical, let's say, arcade map layout. I'm not a super big fan of this. Still, it's a beautiful map. I think the developers did a great job on this map, and I might even have a lot of fun playing them here. Just look at all the details. Wow. So, I would say, after you saw this part of the map, let's do a look at it from the air in my MiG-17. Then I'm not really like using that much. Okay, the airfields, typical copy and paste airfield, but I think this is a new one. I don't recognize it. AA guns, long roads, or something. They connect the airport map with the tank map. This is something I really like. Overall, this is water. So yeah, this is the desert part of the tank map, the big part, for the realistic battle mode. This is the small part. They are clearly separated. By these rocks. Yeah, I don't need these tips. I played the game quite long now. There's another road that is blocked by more rocks. Here, mountains, hillsides. More roads, so overall, really nice looking. I'm going to check out the water. Good to have a jet this fast, so it does not take too long. What is this up there? I hope the map is big enough to support what I'm trying to do now. It looks like a harbor. Oh, interesting. Yes, this is definitely a harbor. Wow. Beautiful map. Oh, it's gonna relax. They even can make the whole aircraft map a tank map. I would totally love to see this. Some forests in the harbor. s- might be some kind of, I don't know what it is called. Isn't it a Suez Canal? Might be. You can write it in the comment section down below. I'm not sure right now, but it seems like it could be the Suez Canal. Yeah. This map might be at the south of the Sinai Desert. I mean really far in the south, where the water is. And then there goes up to the north, and there's somewhere the Mediterranean Sea. Okay. I hope you enjoyed this little video of me showing the map and some other features that come into the game. Please like the video if you did, subscribe if you want to see more, and I say goodbye. Bye and have a nice time.